Yo, what's up guys, welcome back for another YgoPro Duel video. New Red Eye support was revealed a couple of days ago. It's already on YgoPro, so let's try it out. Few cards are in the main deck. The new Red Eye's Baby Dragon, I believe the name is not too great. It only gets a special summoning effect when it's destroyed by a battle. And that's not really too relevant anymore in today's format. But the other cards are actually great support for Red Eyes. First of all, we have a Gearfried monster, a new Gearfried that has two separate effects. The first effect is that when it's targeted by an equip card, like for example your slime, you know, your small black metal dragon, I believe the name is, or the new equip card, you can immediately send that equip card to the grave to pop one spell or trap from your opponent. So pretty much a mystical space typhoon effect. Its second effect is that you can detach an equip card and then reborn a Red Eyes monster, like a level 7 monster, from your graveyard to the field. So good support, and it's also a warrior type monster you will be needing for the new fusion card, Red Eyes, the Slash fusion card, which you can easily get on board by sending a Red Eyes monster from your the Red Eyes black dragon from your deck to the graveyard by your fusion card, and a warrior type. And yeah, Gearfried is of course a warrior type. Your Slash Dragon is currently the boss monster of the deck. It gets its effect at least when your opponent targets any card you control. You can detach an equipped monster to it from your field to the graveyard to negate and destroy the card. So sadly it doesn't have any protection against Ghost Ogre or Raigeki or Dark Hole, so those cards are easily outs to this new Red Eyes Slash monster. But again, it's a cool card, but it's not super powerful. Then we also have a new Kunai with a chain card, a Red Eyes chain card. It again is a Red Eyes card that's so searchable off of your Red Eyes Insight. It has like a relinquished effect, so again it's an equip card that you can equip to a Red Eyes monster on your side of the field, and when equipped, that Red Eyes monster can attack 2 times during the battle phase, which is okay but not too relevant, since again it needs to survive a turn. But its most important effect is that you can detach it when attached to a Red Eyes monster, and then gain control or target an effect monster on your opponent's side of the field, and then equip it to a Red Eyes monster on your side of the field. So it's like a relinquished effect, and that's good since you can interrupt any of your opponent's plays. The small downside to this is that monster's attack will be equal to your equipped Red Eyes monster. But again, this is currently my list, so feel free to leave suggestions. I'll definitely make some more testings, some more test duels with this deck. So let's see a few example duels. Right, first example, again to showcase the new possibilities of these new, at least this new Red Eyes support. I do play triple, you know, the fusion card, Red Eyes Fusion here in the main deck. The small downside again is that you cannot normal summon during the same turn, and that's like a huge bummer on the card. Reading does help, again, Castell targeting the Red Eyes, so I can just detach the attached black metal dragon, I believe the name is, get a search, and at the same time negate that targeted effect. So negate Castell, but he still has a follow-up play with a speed rod Terratop. I maybe could have waited until, you know, eventually goes for the Broadwool, and then use my chain card to detach it from my Red Eyes, and then somewhat attach my opponent's Broadwool to my Red Eyes Slash Dragon. But you know, Red Eyes Slash Dragon will get 0 attack points, so again the opponent would have been able to just attack over it. That's why I eventually went for the Invoker equip, and thanks to Ghost Ogre, I believe I was able to prevent my opponent from setting up his entire field. Red Eyes, yeah, the Red Eyes Exceed prevents my opponent from making any plays, so that's a game over. GG, well played. Second tool the opponent got to start. My opening hand is good. Ghost Ogre is like one of those cards that I immediately put in any deck that I make. Triple Ghost Ogre and yeah, 2 or 3 Cosmic Cyclone are pretty much instant staple in my decks in today's format. At least, yeah, with the upcoming True Draco and True King support, that is. Ghost Ogre again prevents my opponent from setting up. Normal summon the Gearfried and attach the black metal dragon to it. Detach it to reborn a Red Eyes again. I think this was better than just normal summoning the Gearfried and use its mystical Space Typhoon effect during my opponent's turn. I think that was a misclick with the Red Eyes Fang with Chain, but now I can interrupt his play. There is a Castel, yeah, so detach his, at least detach Fang, so I can attach the Castel to one of my monsters, I believe the Gearfried, to give it 2000 attack, and then during my own turn use, no indeed, I'm not going to get the second attack, at least, yeah, because obviously I have to detach my Chain to somewhat attach or gain control, yeah, attach his Utopia to my Red Eyes to pump its attack up to 5. Again, in full control of the tool. So that's definitely something I like. That new Chain card, the new Trap card, is searchable off of the Red Eyes inside, so it's like a searchable back row for this deck, and it's very versatile. You know, you can interrupt any of your opponent's plays, so that makes it like a very, very good card. A card currently at 3 here in my build. Again, Queen Dragon Jin, go over the Red Eyes Exceed. This is a solid field, you know, warning as well to prevent my opponent from summoning any monster, right? But again, the Fang with Chain on my side of the field to interrupt any of my opponent's plays. That's again very, very nice. The warning again coming through, still a very, very good card. Use Insight again, send one of my Red Eyes to the grave to again fuel my grave to possibly revive those Red Eyes later, but yeah, Dimensional Barrier is not going to do too much. I actually get the double attack off, which is again not too relevant, since most of the time it will just be destroyed either by Twin Twister or something like that, or you'll be using its effect during your opponent's first turn, or yeah, during your opponent's turn to use its relinquished effect. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. At least a couple of games against dinosaurs currently. I think the best deck in the OCG for a good reason. Very budget-like, and with a lot of 2-card combinations, you can just establish some very, very solid fields. Again, very nice. Yeah, a very nice board on his part, and I believe he called it Dark, so I can't equip the Black Metal Dragon from my hand, but I think the best option here was to use the Fusion to hopefully lure out this Lagia, but then he reveals a warning. Okay, so I think I have to use Gospel a couple of times, 2 times, and eventually was, at least he had to negate the first Gospel with, at least, yeah, it's Return of the Dragon Lords, I believe the TCG name is. But yeah, that end phase, was it Galaxy Cyclone, again prevents my interruption during my opponent's turn with, with the Fang trap card, and now he's just able to establish a very nice board and attack for a game. Yeah, Dinosaurs also got new support, which will be uploaded, I believe, tomorrow. The video is almost ready. Still testing out this new support, which is also very fantastic support for Dinosaurs, by the way. Yeah, I think he made a miscalculation here, but it's not going to matter too much. Next example, again against Dinosaurs. This time I get to start, but not really sure if I want to start, since again this new support is okay, but it's not going to put Red Eyes at top tier level, right? It's good support, but it's still very, very lacking, since this Red Eyes Slash card is good, but cards like Raigeki, Kaiju, Dark Hole, Ghost Ogre are all easy out to this Red Eyes card. So equip it with Slime, or at least, yeah, equip it with the Black Metal Dragon to potentially get a search, and if my opponent targets my, or any of my cards, I can just unequip it, negate a card from my opponent, and again get a search with the Black Metal Dragon. But again, the opponent is going to derp all his way, or at least all the way. Use the Chain card to possibly interrupt one of my opponents, or at least attach one of my opponent's monsters to the Red Eyes, but I forgot the Tyranno was like, it's a quick effect, right? You can also use it during your opponent's turn, so that's something I forgot. You can just chain it and then tribute one of his monsters and, like, you know, derp, spam his field full of monsters, and now he's just able to attack for a game. So a bit unfortunate, but I think it wouldn't have mattered that much. Maybe I should have activated it earlier, you know, prevent my opponent from using Oviraptor's tribute effect, or this destruction effect, but I think he also had more True Kings in his hand, so it wouldn't have mattered that much. There is a Twin Twister popping my back row, so chaining the Red Eyes Fang with the chain doesn't matter, it won't get an effect this way. Ghost Ogre again to the rescue, prevent my opponent from attaching something. It's not going to matter too much. There is a Trident to pop the Red Eyes, so again nothing is attached to the Red Eyes, so sadly it's easily destroyed by this, or at least this way. Yeah, This is like a dead draw, the cards of the red stone. Sadly, Konami didn't, and we know, we've mentioned it a couple of times, is that the red ice destiny draw is not searchable. I mean, if this was searchable, then this deck definitely would have been top tier level. But sadly, it's not, so now it's like dead in my hand. I believe I have a Solemn Strike set, which is an out to a possible Trident, so that's why I waited, since now I do have an option with the red ice fusion. Again, go for Slash Dragon and declare an attack, equip something from my grave. Here is the moment where he definitely could have striked my monster. Maybe maybe he wanted to like keep the strike and just use Ghost Ogre, but again, Ghost Ogre I can negate with my own strike, and now he's not able to use his strike, and I have a very nice solid big ass boss monster on my side of the field, and return of the red ice is live once per turn, reborning those red ices. Equip a black metal dragon, and again declaring attack, targeting one of my Gearfrieds, equipping it to my red ice, but a simple Ghost Ogre does destroy the red ice. But the biggest advantage is that when your red ice slash monster is destroyed, you can special summon the same monsters equipped to it during the same turn. So both Gearfried and black metal can be special summoned. It does use dimensional barriers, so no exceeds, but again, equip, unequip to pop one of my opponent's back rows, get a search red ice, you know, some nice shenanigans here. This is again a solid field, since I was able to search out the chain trap cards earlier to again possibly interrupt any of my opponent's play. So again, solid board, solid field, and now this is just overkill. So overall, the new support is good, definitely good support, but again, it's not going to make red ice the top tier deck, just like, you know, Zodiacs or true Kings slash true Dracos. But it's good support, fun to try out. I'm probably going to try out the older cards again. You know, the Black Dragon Archfiend, I believe the name is, the fusion card. Small downside is that you have to run those level 6 monsters in the main deck, but those are all options. Dragon's Bind as well, but still up for testing. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.